us.
Yeah, we are.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go. Okay, all right. We got proof right there.
Some guy that seems like he's asleep. Need you to wake up, Gilbert. There's a lot of energy.
Come on,
going
Gilbert.
here.
Let's go.
Come on. Dan and Daygo is at Moe's.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I got it right.
Okay, that's it. You guys, I am done with mine, but that's couldn't get better than a 2026 6th-round pick swap for a 7th-rounder. So
Freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude. Cool, man.
Compas on the beat, man. Derwin James signing off, man. Watch Compas on the beat, man.
Welcome to What's Up Bull Time, Fernando Ramirez. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's Saturday. It's 1:15. We appreciate everybody who's jumping in here and listening to us. Last night we couldn't do a show because Dan had his football game. And I told Dan, I was like, look, nobody wants you tired at 10 o'clock at night when we're out and all that out from his game. I'm like, people want to know what you're saying. People, like, a couple of you DM me on Instagram and were like, hey, is there going to be an episode? I said, yes, just Dan has to go to practice on Saturday and then we will jump onto this, because people wanted to know what was the reaction of Dan and Daygo about the Chargers beating Kansas City for the first time in 7 games. Showing some will, showing some guts, and showing that when the game's on the line, you put it in number 10's hands, no matter what. Ryan Clark, all these guys were talking a lot of crap about Justin leading up, and you could tell by the players' reaction during the game, post-game, that they know that their quarterback is special, and he is ready to show out how special he truly is. But the first person that saw this, back in 2020, when he watched the Rose Bowl game, he said, Frown, this guy is going to lead a franchise to a Super Bowl. This guy is special. Look what he just did. 3 touchdowns with his legs when it wasn't working with his arm. This guy, I want to be my next quarterback. And I told him, well, we'll see what happens. He saw the Chargers go get a right guard, and they got Trey Turner and Brian Bulaga, and he said, do not give me that left-handed quarterback from Alabama. Give me the iconic one in Oregon. That man is here. That man is excited. That man is living off the flow of his Chargers beating Kansas City 27-21. That is Dan and Daygo.
Let's go! Was it ever in doubt? Ye of little faith? The hell does Ryan Clark know? He doesn't have the greatest of all time next to him anymore. Now he's out there standing by himself with all these terrible takes. And the worst take of them all, Frau, that the son of Odin is not clutch. The god of lightning is not ready. What the hell are we talking about? What the hell are we? They're all in tears. I would love, and I would pay money to see the group chat of the national writers that Hilberto and Eric are in, how many tear emojis they posted in there because they're so sad. Leave the Swifties in San Paulo. It's a new era. This is glorious. I cannot wait. I hope, a little bit of an overreaction, right? But I hope this is the time to dethrone them. You know, I was telling everybody the whole time, right? They were freaking out because they picked this game to be in Sao Paulo. I was like, this is the best game to do it. You're taking them out of their element. They have to travel a little further. And this is the perfect time to sneak one in. Now you just got to win in Arrowhead, and it'll be the most glorious thing ever if you could sweep the Chiefs. So, you know, super excited. I love Victory Mondays. Who's got it better than us? Freaking nobody at this point, baby.
And who is this right here?
Oh, yeah, I love that. Oh, you can't play the music? Send me the video. I love that superhero meme or, like, edit. That's the son of Odin. God damn it. He's the best quarterback in the league. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. I would take him over Mahomes. I would take him over Joe Burrow. I will take him over, take your pick of the other quarterbacks, definitely over the throwing Samoan. So every time I see this guy play, I just have to say, thank you, Miami. Appreciate the 305 for that one.
Dan, do you have anything to say to Madison Beer?
God bless. Kept them loose. Kept them fresh. Drained all the extra liquids. I appreciate you. God bless. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's go 2-0. We got Raider week. 2-0.
All right, Dan, I know you've been waiting for this. Dan has not seen this yet. So let's go to the Chargers locker room and hear their victory speech last night.
Okay, hey, that's no surprise. That's no surprise. The way you guys worked, the way you trained, we wanted it, we needed it, we got it. I got some game ball. Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Will this way. Quentin Johnston.
I thought they were booing. I was like, oh, wow, what's going on?
Susie Spanos, game ball.
Okay, we can move on from that one.
And a game ball for every player. Every single player played in this game gets a game ball.
I love that. You can tell they're believing. They feel good. They're fired up. They have some leadership. I just can't get enough of it. Everybody's lucky I didn't just go to the first dive bar I could find, start doing lines of cocaine and God knows what else from the excitement. Absolutely wonderful. I should have ran up a tab at a bar somewhere.
That's why I was telling you guys on Wednesday when we did the preview show with Eric, I told you guys this is a must win. This win could propel them to something else. This win, beating Kansas City, could be by the way, that's not a Tecate, that's a Dr. Pepper Zero. So don't anybody think it's
I know. I'm drinking. Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
But that's why I said they needed this victory. Look at the way they felt after that game. And you know what? To be completely honest, the Chargers should have blown them out. It should have been a complete dominance. It was still a dominance because the Chargers had an answer for everything Kansas City would do. The only thing is there were two mishaps on the Athir. Hey, Athir, welcome back. Thank you, Athir.
Shout out Athir.
But this is and it's funny. I was texting with Eric during the game, and Eric's like, this defense looks really slow. They look old. And guys, we have to remember, yeah, they've been doing this for 5 years now of making all these playoffs, but they've played almost another season on top of what they've done with all the playoffs that they've had. So at one point, this is going to happen. Now, I'm not going to overreact and say Kansas City's completely done. They're going to do some stuff, and they're going to try and bring it back. But the thing is,
they'll make
Rashee Rice got hurt at the wrong time. Or not Rashee Rice, sorry.
Rashee
Rice got suspended at the wrong time because Rashee Rice is now going to miss the hardest part of their schedule. And when he comes back, everything could open up. The heavens will be nice. But you have to remember, they played their toughest opponents at the beginning. So going into the playoffs, feeling good and everything after playing okay opponents, because the Chiefs' schedule gets easy after these first 8 weeks. It gets easier. But if right now they're taking that beating, it's going to be tough to recover from it. And they got Philly next weekend. That's going to be a very tough game. But from the Chargers' point of it, in this game, you showed exactly what you needed to. Now, did Omarion Hampton have a great game? No. Did he have a blunder? Yeah, but Jim was right. Jim said after the game, that's on me. Put the blame on me. I was the one that didn't tell him, hey, don't run out of bounds before halftime, because that stops the clock and you can give Kansas City a chance to kick a field goal. Now, I'm sure most of the fans in here were very nervous at multiple times that, especially on that 3rd and 14, hey, we may give this up. The fact that Trey Pipkins was able to hold on to Chris Jones, and Chris Jones cut inside, he shoves them out of the way. Herbert runs around him and then does a slide. It was just a great FBI by Herbert, knowing the situation that he was in. And Dan, after that play, Drew Tranquil and Chris Jones got into it.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. So they were both yelling at each other. They were getting into it. That's the thing. When you're riding the highs of highs, you're great. But now Kansas City's lost 2 games in a row. 2 games, one where they were beaten senseless by the Eagles, and now a game against the Chargers where I'm sure they're wondering, do we still have it? Are we still the same team? And that's what I had told you guys last week on Wednesday. When you become a track team and you start losing your track stars, this is what happens. Kansas City needs to go back to being a control the clock, control the ball, moving the sticks kind of team, and not a home run hitting team. They've depended on the home run hitting, and now that's what's going to get them to where they're at. Was there a couple of blunders? Yeah, there was a lot of blunders. There was a couple blunders by the Chargers defense. There were some blunders.
Oh, well, yeah, getting behind them.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a couple blunders. The Travis Kelce play, that was a mistake. And then the Hollywood Brown down the field, those were 2 big mistakes. But other than that, I thought Dante Jackson played well. I thought Tarheeb played very well. Cam Hart had that one mishap before halftime down that long throw to Thornton. But I thought the secondary played good. I thought the defensive line was strong, especially against the run. But Dan, I'll let you get back to this. But I just really thought that that they played great. And again, I don't know if you guys checked out my article on Joe Alt. But Dan, watch your guy on this play. Look at this. That's Chris Jones.
Dog. He does not want any of it. Look at the body language from Chris Jones, dude. I don't know if he's exhausted, frustrated, not getting enough sleep, angry that he's not dating a Madison Beer or something. I don't know, but that body language to me, he's almost like, oh, I got blocked, giving up on the play. I'm done. My one move didn't work. Whatever. I'm done. Let me just watch now. So, no, without a doubt, I already saw the tweets coming out where they're like, Joe Walt's not going back to right tackle, which like makes sense to me. I would rather put the bigger body on the blind side anyway.
And that's what I had said. You're going to find yourself in a situation where if Joe Alt is an all-pro at left tackle, and yesterday, 43 dropbacks, 0 pressures, 0 sacks against one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Yeah.
You're going to find yourself in a situation. Well, obviously that's down the line, but I thought he played great. Angie, thank you so much for that. The Keenan Allen. Yeah, thank you. I know it's a little long, but I appreciate you guys checking that out. But go ahead, Dan.
No, what I was going to say, I really just think my favorite part was not only, I think the best part, or the thing that I think is most improved, is Herbert being a little more decisive in the sense of not taking sacks, scrambling to get yards, and sliding. But the way he slid for the final time to get that first down, you just feel the swagger from the son of Odin. You can just tell they're playing with a little more confidence and a little more swagger than last year. You know, now year 2 in the same system. And I really think, you know, obviously, you know, just put everybody in bubble wrap during practice. But I really think the sky could be the limit for this team. They're playing together. They're playing as a unit. And we're the people, you know, the certain money people or whatever who were like, I don't think Keenan Allen's a good signing. He and Ladd play the same position. How did that work out? Where are the Romans? That's what I ask. Now, where are the defectors? That's my favorite right there. What the hell do these people know? Schrager doesn't know shit. Who's this? Let me read the name. Kimberly Martin doesn't know shit. Luis Reddick doesn't know shit. Schrager sure as shit doesn't know shit. Dominique, I don't know, Foxworth, whoever that is, doesn't
the corner
know,
in the NFL.
Doesn't know shit. Like, what are we even talking about? You know, and I'm sure Nick Wright is on suicide watch, so I'm sure Fox Sports is worried about that. Who's that? Who's that right there?
Dan Orlovsky.
Joe Fottenbaugh. Shout out to you, sir. Standing alone. And it's just funny again to me that, like, we're just so, oh my, get this graphic off. I'm not trying to get in any more trouble with Miss Cover 2 over there. But it's just funny to me how they forget that this isn't like the same old Chargers in the sense of like, it's a new regime. It's a new era. Like, there's real adults in the room making player personnel decisions. There's finally, you know, real men making decisions scheme-wise, play-calling-wise. I assume the Just for Men is the trick that fixed the offense, probably, not getting high off of those paints. And now he can think a little clearer and call better plays.
But it's like you said, though, like, even like, because I mean, again, you see this from a different point of view. Like, I'm media, so I see this differently than you do. But you said a good offensive mind can get this to work between Quentin, Ladd, Keenan, Trey Harris, Keandre Lambert-Smith. A good offensive coordinator can get this going and get this rolling. And that's exactly what happened. You're in the dark. I don't know what you're doing. But this is exactly what you had said, Dan. You said if
I can still hear you, so I'm good.
Okay.
I can still hear you,
If they get these guys in there, they should be able to they should be able to move guys around. And that's what they did last night. Quentin Johnston, 5 catches, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ladd McConkey, 6 catches, 74 yards. Keenan Allen, 7 catches, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyler Conklin, 2 catches, 50 yards. I mean, and even Will Dissly had 1 catch for 18 yards, and that was the clincher. Well, part of the clincher on that final drive where he caught the Chiefs were expecting run. Herbert drops back quickly, throws a pass to him, and he's able to get over there. So it's one of those things where I thought Greg Roman called a great game yesterday, and then you even see iconic things like Scott Matlock in motion, and then he comes up and he's able to block for Omari. And like, those are the unique things that I know last year somebody was a little people were a little bit disinterested with what Greg Roman was calling, and I get it, but that was at the lack of weaponry. And that's why I think they went out and they said, okay, we got to go get this guy weapons. If not, we're going to be screwed. And you go get Keenan Allen, who Herbert, you could tell right away, the relationship is still there. The relationship with Ladd is still developing. The relationship with Quentin, Herbert trusts him a little bit more. Now, there was one play, I think it was on the second down, where Herbert ended up taking the sack right before he ran around Chris Jones and got the first down. He had Quentin naked down the field, but I think he decided, you know what, let me just kind of kill the clock, because I mean, you never know what could happen back there.
What could happen? What could happen?
You just never know. Real quick, Athir's asking what happened to the Chiefs defense. Explain yourself, brothers. Athir, we've been explaining it. You
have a little more dynamic receivers who can catch the football. For the most part, in the highlights, I didn't see any drops.
Well, and Trent,
maybe one drop.
It was Quentin.
And on top of that, they looked like they were cleaner pockets. They looked like it was cleaner pockets. It wasn't like they were getting overwhelmed. They were picking up stunts a little bit better and things like that. So I wonder if they just simplified protections, and maybe that's why they're not getting as turned around as they did last year. And also, they KYP, know your personnel. It looked like they were getting the ball out a little bit faster. And the times they didn't, they had clean pockets. And I think really Herbert becoming a dual threat obviously makes everybody a little more hesitant to rush him, right? So I think all that plays a factor, because you give this guy a lane, he's going to take it. He doesn't have to be Lamar Jackson or some of these other running backs to where he rips it for 60, but, just him ripping it for 5, 10, 15 yards, like, that's enough danger right there to keep defenses honest. So, I just think, again, from what I saw in the highlights, obviously I didn't watch the game because I was at my own game, but from what I saw, they look like they played as a singular unit, which you haven't seen that in Chargers football in a while. They look like they were a little bit smarter depending on the personnel in there. They look like they weren't in a hurry to take shots, or they weren't in a hurry to try and get down the field or whatever. Like, they were just trying to chip away, do their jobs, and it looked a lot smoother than it has in years past. So,
chasing ghosts, I was surprised that they went with only 2 tight ends and they activated all six receivers. I thought that was pretty. I told Dan before the game, I'm like, they must have seen something. Like
Well, I
they must
think
have seen
also,
something that they could take advantage of, and that's why they went. Because you only have one Trent McDuffie. The rest of the secondary for the Chiefs is a little spotty. You don't have Tyrann Mathieu back there. You don't have all these other guys that they've had in the past, and then their penetration wasn't getting through. Their pass rush wasn't getting through. So I thought that slowed them down as well, is that pass rush wasn't as good as it has been in years past. Now, the offensive line was good. There's certainly room for improvement.
Yeah.
There were still a couple of holes, but I
Yeah.
definitely thought Herbert played an incredible game. Dan, on a key fourth down, this is what the Chargers ran. I thought it was really gutsy. They went for it on 4th and 1 from their own end zone, and look at what they decided to do.
Yeah, I saw that in the highlight play.
That's a little bit of like the offense. That's the offensive line, obviously, but that's also Omarian's will. Like if you notice, Drew Tranquil's right there.
Yeah, he changes his pad level and he refuses to get tackled. Like that's the thing as a running back. That's the thing as a ball carrier, right? If you get tackled by one guy, that's a waste, and that's not like a sign of good effort, in my opinion. You didn't get tackled by multiple people, right? So that's why to me, I obviously I didn't see the whole flow of the game, but from what I saw from him, it looks like he has a bright future. It's all about just kind of understanding what he needs and kind of making it better. Obviously, you need to kind of shore up still the offensive line, but even Trey Pipkins looked a lot better out there, and I was surprised about that because everybody kind of knows my opinions on him. So, like I said, I think there's a lot of good from this. Just don't get drunk off of the victory of this week and be hungover for next week. So
this is what Jim had to say about Herbert.
And Justin was phenomenal today in every way. Pinpoint accuracy. Thought he did a great job with his legs and running there at the end, sealing the game. And just overall toughness. I mean, just complete stalwart. I mean, took some big hits, gave a few shots himself. It was incredible quarterback play today.
There was like 2 or 3 times where they had late hits on Herbert, and they called the flag on one, the Quentin Johnston first touchdown. They called the flag on that one, but there was 1 or 2 where I thought they could have used a little bit more refereeing on their part. But real quick, Dan, one of the last few things before we head out, there was a video. Oh yeah. You'll love this. Do you want to be a winner like Justin Herbert? He explains to you how to be a winner.
I'm Justin Herbert, and I'm going to teach you how to be a winner. Step 1, win. Winning is a great way to be a winner. Now get out there and win.
I just got my hair done, bitch.
That sounds like our bro yesterday giving us the best advice.
I know.
That sounds like the same thing. By the way, shout out to that guy. He's the best. I was so happy to see him.
Dan is speaking about Bernie Wilson from the AP.
He's the best. I love Bernie. I love Bernie.
Real quick, Dan, just what did you see? There was another play I wanted to show you with alt. Oh yeah, here we go. This one.
I mean, honestly,
what are you seeing here on this one?
Well, just the patience, and look how he's taking away the inside. His leverage is, and then he sinks his hips so he can't overpower him. I think my favorite thing is his feet. His feet are so nice and soft, right? To where he can change direction. Oh, nice little teabag. That's a little Call of Duty throwback days, right?
Who's that to, Dan?
I don't even know. Is that Tranquil on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. And he just takes it is the funniest part. I would at least try and get him off of me, but, whatever. But, again, just the football IQ, knowing where your leverage is, moving your feet as well as he does for as big as he is. Like, it's just crazy. Like, it's a thing of beauty to watch when some of these guys are so good at their craft. And it can't be understated. Like, this isn't easy. Like, look how he sinks his hips. He gets lower than, I think that's Chris Jones.
That's Chris Jones.
And, like, Joe Alt is what, like 6'7", or he's something crazy like that?
Yeah, 6'7".
Stupid meme in the kids. But I don't know. I don't know how tall Chris Jones is, but That's crazy that he can get to his chest level.
That's again Chris Jones, Dan.
No, I know. Like, this guy's just looking in the backfield, and he's just keep working and understanding where he's trying to go. So 100%, I can't wait to see what this guy's going to do all year. I think they found the perfect blindside tackle. So, and he's going to get paid like it whenever that comes up.
3 years.
I think they're going to have to keep him there.
Real quick, again, Dayon, what did you see from him on this play?
Dude, Jawan Taylor's stance always trips me out.
Oh, I know.
I see that, and I'm like, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I mean, obviously, stances are a comfort thing, but it's just...
Look where Dayon is by Trey Smith.
Yeah, I know. I see him.
Look where he ends up.
Oh. He sees the lane. That's just football IQ. That is really good right there. That's football IQ. I don't know why they don't do this more, like, against these guys who want to get outside the pocket. You spy them with someone who... Oh, and I'm sure that, I'm just going to say it, soft-ass bitch wanted a flag after that.
Oh, there was 3 or 4 times where he got hit, and he, looked at the ref, and he went like that.
He's
and the
so
ref's
soft.
Like, no.
I'm not trying to use the other word, but he is such a bitch, dude. Like, especially when he lowered his shoulder into that DB, when he made it look like he was running out of bounds. Like, he's not a tough guy. Like,
I'll tell you one thing, Dan.
He's just as bad as Mr. Swift over there.
I think this year people are going to notice who Dayon Henley is if they don't already.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
He's very Dan, somebody's in the comments.
Oh, God. This guy's the worst. Hey. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to give away that middle name, but it is a middle name. He's angry, but I didn't name him. His parents did.
Xavier, thank you so much. Yeah, hit the like button.
Hit the like button.
Pew, pew, what was it? Pepe Le Pew Pew. Yeah, when he took Dante Jackson. But Dante, I think, thought he was like
running out of bounds,
or whatever. And then Mahomes kind of like throws himself into him on purpose to hit him. By the way, Dan, Justin Herbert in the fourth quarter, 9 for 9, 91 yards, 1 touchdown, and that game-clinching run on third
Jordan
down.
Love can't do that. I'll tell you that.
Dan, I can't. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you your thoughts on this moment. What did you think of this?
Oh, that's another one. Kelsey's soft. I wish Tart would have been a little bit smarter and done it during the whistle, or don't hit him in the helmet, dude. Don't hit him in the helmet. That's stupid. That's how you break your hand. That's how you get thrown out of a game and suspended. Like, throwing punches is just stupid. Like, what he should have done is, try and get him between a whistle and a run play. That at least you can kind of get away with. Not doing that, that's pretty stupid. But, like, it's funny because they don't show the beginning where he antagonizes and shoves late, and then he says something. Like, dude, I wish Wax or one of these guys would just wait for him over the middle, forget playing the ball and just take it to his ass, right? I wish Derwin could get him again. I just wish someone would just shut him up. Shut him and his Kermit the Frog friend over there. Because I can't stand him. Oh, no, I don't care. Take this off.
Hold on. You're gonna think it's funny. Hold on, I promise.
I don't.
Who was running through the halls of my house screaming, "We drafted Xavier Worthy!" And my friends are like, "Who body snatched you? This is what do you mean?"
Yeah, I saw that.
Who body snatched you? This is what do you mean? We drafted Xavier Worthy.
I forget where I was, but you were the first person to tell me that.
No, I was screeching.
That's hilarious.
And there was a video. There's a video of the trainer looking at somebody else, and he goes, "It's bad."
Good.
So,
I have nothing to say for that.
What do you have to say to all the media people that have come out and they're like, well, yeah, we all know Justin Herbert is talented. And
no, they can kiss my ass. No, they didn't. They didn't know anything. They've been running him down, led by the peanut butter skin over there that with the low cut shirts, led over there by her and supposedly her on no
co-host,
but potential
no.
lovers of the night. So I don't want to hear it. They don't know. They don't know. Who's cool? She's not cool. What is he even talking about? Can you get his glasses? His glasses probably fell on the ground.
This is what Dan was talking about when he said the Ladd McConkey and Keenan Allen thing would work. Look at this play, Dan.
Yeah. What are we even talking about? Like, that's what I was talking about. Good play callers will know how to mix and match guys with similar skill sets, right? That's what you have to do. You have to mix guys around, put them on the same side, because they're both a threat. Who's going to be the most dangerous threat? And they get lost in coverage, right? That's the whole thing. That's why I thought it was so stupid. There's nothing wrong with having multiple receivers who are very good. I didn't understand everybody's panic or fanaticism against it. Like, that should have happened when they signed Mike too, but I mean, whatever.
By the way, lastly, before, like you said right now,
I hear the choppers.
Throwing left hooks. Dan, did you see this?
Hold up against Jalen.
Watch.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, I did see that. That was all over after Thursday Night Football. I thought it was hilarious. There were so many memes after it that were so good. So I thought it was pretty good.
So you don't forgive anybody who talked about your boy?
No, because they've been running him down since he got drafted. So I don't want to hear it now. Just because he beats their favorite team doesn't mean they can jump on the bandwagon. No, we're good. Go find someone else.
It's week 1. There's still a lot of
of course. There's a lot of football.
No. But I was gonna say there's a lot that the Chargers still need to work on offensively, defensively. You can't be having lapses like you did in some of the Dan, look at this guy.
That's hilarious. This guy, I'm going to be lectured to by the guy who watches box scores and doesn't even watch the game.
But honestly, this is a step in the right direction. Like I said, these first 3 games mean a lot. Derwin said after the game, we know that divisional games, and this is like an old school mentality. This is the Marty Schottenheimers, the old school coaches that know that divisional games count as 2. They see it as it counts for 2. So now the Chargers are essentially in their minds 2-0 because they've won a divisional game. Now you're going to go to Vegas. You're going to play the Raiders, who a lot of people don't know what the Raiders are. We had Adam Hill on the other day, and Adam said, I don't trust that defense. I don't trust the defense at all. There's nobody except for Max Crosby on that defense and Kuntz who you could be like, oh, yeah, point at that guy. Their offense is going to be good, but their defense is the question mark.
I doubt it.
The week after, you play the Broncos. The Broncos are having issues with some injuries with Dre Greenlaw. I think they just put one of their other guys on IR.
Really? Isn't that the guy they told me I'm supposed to be worried about, and that's why they're going to win the division?
But
these people know nothing. I hate numbers. I hate computers. I'm over it.
I thought what the Chargers showed last night was guts. They showed that they're not going to let the Chiefs control the outcome of the game. They didn't put it back in their hands. As soon as the Chiefs went for a field goal, the Chargers went for the kill shot, and they decided, and in years past, we've seen it, they would have turned that ball, not turned it over. They would have punted it back to Kansas City. Kansas City would have came down the field, scored a game-winning touchdown, and that's all she wrote. But the Chargers decided not to settle. They decided to go for the win, and that's what happens with Kansas City. You have to go for the throat. We've heard it in years past. You always have to go for the throat when it comes to Kansas City, and that's what the Chargers did. Herbert said after the game, by any means necessary on that final play where he slid. By the way, Ladd McConkey, Keenan Allen, and Quentin Johnston combined for 18 catches, 221 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's essentially what you have to do moving forward. Go for the kill shot. You're playing Geno Smith, Bo Nix, Russell Wilson, and Jaden Daniels the next 4. You're going to have to go for the kill shot in all 4 of those games. You have to learn how to, and I think they're starting to learn. I think that Denver game, that Cincinnati game last year was a change where they noticed that they have to go for kill shots, and they're learning how to be a clutch team. They did it against them. They did it against Denver. They in tough games, they brought the game out. So I just I just believe that that they're starting to develop that killer instinct, and I think that's going to serve them right moving forward. Again, it's only one game, but it's a game in the right direction, because if they would have lost, everybody would be right now, not you guys, but the national media would be like, oh, well, that's just Justin Herbert. He can't win those games. Papa wrote about it today when he spoke to players after the game. They said 10 looks different. Keenan Allen and Derwin were on with YouTube after with Kay Adams and Cam Newton, and Cam Newton said 10 looks different. Keenan said, yeah, I left. I come back in a year and he looks completely different. He told me he looks different. So we'll see what that means moving forward. But I mean, how can you deny 25 or 34 pass attempts, 25 completions, 25 to 34, 318, 3 touchdowns. And on top of that, he had 7 carries for 32 yards. The only thing is, on the Chargers defensive side, Mahomes scrambled 6 times for 57 yards and a touchdown. They can't be letting that happen. If not, teams are going to start picking that off, and they're going to be like, oh, well, Jaden Edmonds is going to be like, well, I can just run on these guys. So that's just some thoughts for it moving forward. But definitely, like I said, a step in the right direction. I think they are going to be fine. I think they know what they have in their team, and like I said, huge win. You have that 13-hour flight back, and you're feeling great, especially because you beat one of the best teams in the NFL of the last 5 years. So just my thoughts. Any final thoughts from you, Dan?
Hey, what a way to start the season. Who's got it better than us? Smash the like button. Be a compa, tell a compa. And don't forget, we'll never find out.
Hold on. Sorry. Jay, it dropped this morning. I didn't want to like post it yet because, I mean, everybody's still on the Chargers thing, and people would have tweeted at me, why aren't you posting a Puna Ford story when he's a Ram? Why don't you post a story, post something Chargers or this or that? So that's the only reason why I haven't posted the story yet, but it's already on the Sporting Tribune. But yeah, I already wrote it. Again, I didn't want to tweet it out because I didn't want everybody coming at me over it. But thank you for asking, Jay. And hey, thank you to everybody who read the Joe Walt story. Everybody who read the Keenan Allen story. I really worked really hard on both of those. So I definitely appreciate everybody checking those stories out. And I got some other stuff in the works. Thank you to everybody. Guys, do not forget, Lunas Live. I think it's going to be Monday at 3:30, I believe. So so definitely check that out. Then Tuesday, all 4 of us will be together. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, I cannot. Mehul Saini. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm really bad with names. Yeah, that's why we showed the slap. It was that was Dan's favorite play. Appreciate you so much for jumping on and commenting. Yeah, so I definitely appreciate everybody for checking out all those pieces. Yeah, just check out the Joel one. Thank you so much, our compa in Ireland. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Guys, be on the lookout. We'll let you guys know on Tuesday during the 4 Compas when we're going to do the preview show. I'm hoping to get Paul Gutierrez from the Raiders to preview it with me and tell me what he's thinking about the Raiders and how they're doing so far. You know how Paul is. Paul will be honest. He gives us the truth. So love talking to Paul. And then Dan and I will jump on here. We'll let you guys know what day. But again, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Dan, well, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys.
Love you guys. Shout out. All right. See you guys next week.